Hello guys, Tizio here. And would you look at that, I managed to complete Lenna's EX stage, and with a pretty high score too. I obviously kept my promise, and haven't used any boosted characters, except for Lenna as support. You can't win without her. The question is, how? Well, first of all, I'd like to thank all of you guys for your support and your compliments on my first video about Lenna's EX stage. I never thought you guys would have enjoyed it that much. It made me extremely happy. But now let's get to the point. Spoiler alert, in this demonstration video I will not win. Not because my strategy isn't correct, but because you have to get super lucky with chases. If you want you can count the amount of points remaining before a chase attack, but I personally think that it's too demanding, and therefore didn't even try to do that. If you don't know what I mean, I'll explain it briefly. Each enemy has a certain amount of chain points, and when that value reaches 0 you will be able to unleash a chain attack. This value drops down when the enemy gets attacked by you, and raises when he attacks you. The main problem is that Square Enix never told us about the fact that there is a hidden value for chain attacks and that, guess what, it influences the score that you get at the end of a stage. Pretty stupid move, if you ask me, because in a game where awards are given based on how many points you get, not having all the informations needed to reach a high score is not good at all. Especially because the first time I won this EX stage I got 43,500 points, which was 500 points away from the 500 gems reward. I saw lots and lots of screenshots of people getting a score way higher with more turns and breaks than my run, and I couldn't understand why. By the way, the site you see in this screenshot is called Decidia Database. It's a super well done site with all the informations you may need about enemies, characters, and events that will come in the future. I suggest that you check it out, so I'll put the link in the description. Now let's get to the actual battle. The first two waves are pretty simple. Try not to lose too much time on them, but don't use any attack boost or octa slashes. You'll need them for later. As soon as you reach the Garuda, use Sazh to boost Sephiroth. You can now use 1 Octa Slash and keep spamming Sazh's HP attack plus. You can use 1 aim as well. About Eiko's HP regens, use them as much as you want. You won't be needing them during the final battle. And here we are. Shitty Drake is here. Now the interesting part begins. The goal of this battle is to kill the dragon before he unleashes his second AoE HP attack. First of all, you need to know that the Drake's pattern is Byaga, Miserable Fog, Byaga, Miserable Fog, and so on until he eventually starts charging. The best would be for him to use Tail Hammer because he only deals a little bit of HP damage but applies no debuffs. Another important thing is to keep track of his attacks. For example, here I didn't use attack boost on Eiko yet because I know that the dragon is going to use Miserable Fog on Sazh and take away his buffs, so I wait for him to use that attack and then buff Eiko. During the first part of the battle, which is before he starts charging for the first time, you have to deal as much damage as you can, but without consuming too many resources. It is recommended to use 2 or 3 smites with Eiko and build up Genova 4 or 5 with Sephiroth to slow down the enemy and get more attack on Sephiroth. Oh yeah, you will get 2 chain attacks during the final battle. One will be before he starts charging, and one hopefully during the summon. Getting good chain attacks is the key to win this fight. This is the most important part. As you can see here, the dragon will start charging at his next turn. What we'll do here is call Lenna in Eiko's place and start spamming Wind's Drake Arrow to protect ourselves from the debuffs of his AoE HP attack. The first time we'll use her ability though, the protection from debuffs won't be 100%, and that's why we want to call her before the dragon starts charging, because then we can use her skill 1 second time while he's charging to protect ourselves 100% from the debuffs. As long as everyone has full HP, there should be no problems with the HP damage received from the AoE attack. But of course, don't let him reach 18,000 brave, or else you'll probably see one of your characters die immediately, which means game over. Luckily for us, Lenna's HP regen is really good, so we'll get back Ifrit's passive ability pretty soon after his attack. When the dragon will unleash Thunder Breath, the next turn he will start charging again. At this point of the battle, if you did like I said, the dragon should have left around half of his maximum HP, and if you did better with the first chase probably slightly less, which is good. Now, as I think you know already, when the dragon starts charging for the second time his defense will skyrocket, and we will deal really poor damage. So what we want to do here is summon the turn immediately, before he starts charging, and charge up as much brave as we can, and hope for a good chain attack. Unfortunately, here Lenna got broken pretty often from the dragon, so she is still in my party during the summon. But if that didn't happen, Eiko would be back into her place, and that's exactly what we want. Eiko should come back during the summon, while still buffed by Sazh. There you'll have to spam smite as much as you can to charge up more brave, and get a good chain attack. If Eiko came back before, I would have dealt much more damage during this chain attack. Unfortunately, as you can see here, I lost. But only for a few HPs. I'm sorry that I couldn't record a video of me winning this stage, but that time I actually won. I didn't expect that outcome at all, since I had to reset around 15 to 20 times before I got it right. I will repeat it again, just to be sure that you understand that this strategy will not work always. In fact, as I said, I had to reset many times before winning, and I got extremely frustrated. So all I can say, after telling you all this, is that you have to keep trying, because I know you can do it. I believe in you. Now one last consideration of this shitty EX stage. It's not fun. It's not challenging. It's just plain wrong and stupid. The part I like the most of this game is how you can beat different content with different teams, and how interesting it is to see other people completing content with unusual teams. But with this EX stage everything falls off. It's impossible to get all the rewards without Sazh, unless you are using 2 or 3 boosted characters, and the use of Lenna is basically imperative. This is exactly the reason why I stopped playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. It became a pay-to-win game, and you couldn't clear new content without new medals. But this game is great, and I hope Square Enix doesn't fuck up everything, like they did with Union Cross. Thank you for watching this video, and I wish all of you best of luck. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you need to know. See you again with Sazh X stage tomorrow, which I hope won't be as bad as this one.